Battle of Cannae. On the morning of August 2nd, 216 BCE, Rome woke up to the darkest day in its entire history, a day when one man's genius reshaped the art of warfare forever. That man was Hannibal Barca. After crushing Rome at the Trebia and Lake Trasimene, Hannibal's reputation became legendary. A commander from Carthage who had crossed the Alps with elephants and shattered Roman armies one after another, Rome was desperate. The Senate wanted revenge, and so they gathered the largest army Rome had ever fielded. Over 80,000 Roman infantry and cavalry commanded by the consuls Paulus and Varro. Their mission was clear: destroy Hannibal in a single decisive battle. Hannibal, upon hearing this, smiled. This was exactly what he wanted. He had chosen the battlefield carefully, a wide open plain near Cannae, swept by strong eastern winds that blew dust straight into the faces of the Romans. Nothing about this location was accidental. The battle begins. The two armies faced each other under a blazing sun. The Romans massed their infantry in a dense block, strong, powerful, but unable to maneuver. Hannibal arranged his forces in a brilliant formation: weaker infantry in the center, elite African heavy infantry on the wings, cavalry positioned to deliver the final blow. The center of Hannibal's line formed a forward-bending crescent, inviting the Romans to attack. They charged straight into the trap, the greatest envelopment in history. As the massive Roman column pushed forward, Hannibal's center deliberately fell back, step by step, not breaking, just bending. The Romans crowded into the shrinking space, becoming tightly packed, exactly as Hannibal planned. Then came the decisive signal. The African infantry on both wings turned inward like the blades of a giant pair of scissors. At the same moment, Hannibal's cavalry, led by Hannibal, swept behind the Romans and struck them from the rear. In minutes, the Roman army was surrounded, completely encircled. No escape, no maneuvering, no hope. What followed was a slaughter unmatched in the ancient world. By the end of the day, between 50,000 and 70,000 Romans lay dead. It was the greatest defeat Rome had ever suffered, and the greatest victory ever achieved by Hannibal, a masterpiece of strategy, a triumph of brain over brute force, a battle still studied in military academies around the world. Hannibal had destroyed the pride of Rome, but he did not march on the city itself. One decision that changed history. The Battle of Cannae became a symbol of perfect military tactics. The day when genius humbled an empire,